Hey YouTube, it's Creepy Crawler. Hey, I'm introducing you to my new project. It is the AMF. You've seen it in a couple of my other videos. We're going to do a quick once over and kind of tell you where the project's going. So, this is the AMF 836. It was 8 horsepower, 36-inch deck originally. That's where the name came from. I've done a lot to it already. I did it all in a big mad rush to get ready for Haspin. This is my Haspin cruiser, I guess. I would like to build a little faster one at some point, but this one's good for just kind of cruising around and using around the house too. So first things first, the specs on this has a Peerless 600 transaxle. I did weld it posi. I do have an 820 waiting to go in it once this one goes out. I put a 20 horse Vanguard on it, twin cylinder, V-twin. It's got these cool Zeus fastener, method of holding the hood down. There she is, 20 horsepower Vanguard. Wow. It'd been sitting, basically just cleaned the carburetor out and got it running. It runs pretty good. I thought it was a fuel pump went bad, so I put a new fuel pump on it. That didn't fix it. Ended up being the gas tank. I took the gas tank out and cleaned it out, but the fitting, I didn't realize the fitting that went in the bottom was rusted almost all the way shut. So it would idle great, but you give it gas, it'd die, or try to die, cough and spit and sputter, and it was just because it wasn't getting enough fuel. But the sad thing is, once I got it running right, I went to play with it, and you can see there's a bunch of stuff hanging off down there. The belt come off the belt guards I made and got itself wedged up. So in order to get it off, I was trying to take the pulley off. Well, the pulley was stuck, and I forgot that I have to take the front bolt out that goes in the axle, where the axle pivots, in order to actually get the pulley off, and I forgot. So when I was using the pullers, it bent the pulley, so it's actually not working at the moment. I was going to fix it and do a ride for you guys, but I've been working on my building and I just haven't had time, so I figured I'd do a little quick update. All the wiring was done in a last minute. I even did some of it at Haspin, getting the lights working, so don't look at that. It all needs redone. It does have a battery. The battery clamp is right here. I got like a ATV looking battery that sits right there. This used to be the brake and the clutch. I converted it to just brake, just stock brakes. Has stock tires on the back. I put these tires that used to be on the wheel horse on the front. Had one of those big hang down steering linkages to clear the pulley for the deck. I cut it off and sleeved it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there it is, with gas pipe. Built this little muffler for it. It was just kind of a last minute thing. Needed some sort of muffler. Made it real quick, but it sounds kind of neat. Like I said, I'll have to get you that in another video, or check out the Haspin video to hear it running, because the thing's locked up against the nut still. So I have a 10-inch pulley on the front, 9-inch in the rear, which is actually way too fast. The Peerless 600s don't have much gear reduction in them. I kind of forgot that. So it's actually too quick for what I built it for, just by hair, but it'll be perfect for the 820. But so far this is still working. It has this kind of neat rubber thing, which I can't believe isn't dry rotted and falling off. This tractor's from the 70s, so they made it good back then, I guess. It's got this kind of unique steering system. The pan stamping, to me, looks almost exactly like a Dynamark. And then I think AMF just bought the pans off them and then put the rest of it themselves. At least that's my guess. It's got this style steering. The joints are pretty tight, but it pushes the axle back and forth a lot, so it's pretty loose. I wanted to figure out something different for that, because I don't like loose steering. I'm used to wheel horse stuff. If you see here, I did the oil filter delete, because the oil filter would have been right in the way of the steering arm. I didn't have time to come up with a remote oil filter solution. So basically, this is a piece of aluminum, and then, as you can see, I actually made it backwards first time. I took a die grinder and die grinded the groove as deep as the holes were, so that the oil can come out, it goes over, and then back in the other hole instead of going through the filter. Which isn't the ideal scenario, but it does still allow full pressure lubrication to the rest of the motor. It just is no longer filtered. So I'll have to address that at some point too. But my favorite thing about this tractor is the patina. I seen it laying in my buddy's junkyard, and I was like, yep, gotta have it. So I want at some point do a real light wet sanding, just to knock the rust down, and then I'll clear coat the whole thing. I just love how it looks, kind of old hot roddy, I guess. I need to get a new seat at some point. Cool thing about this tractor is it's got this wood grain looking sticker, which I don't know how it survived. This thing was sitting outside for years and years and years at that junkyard. Has light switch I need to replace. I put a new key switch in it. It's got a cigarette lighter that doesn't work. I have a new one of those too. New clutch, new throttle cable. And one of the big modifications I did on it was added this clutch pedal. I made this all from scratch. Drilled a hole, cut this out and used a file to clean it up, try to make it look as factory as I could. Same thing, made this clutch pedal, just put a piece of strap in the vise and bend it over. And, I'll try to show you underneath. I don't know. You can see my spring, and then I made this big cattywampus contraption to move the clutch, and it's a double pulley clutch that I actually stole off a Craftsman GT. Sorry you can't see well. At some point I'll jack this thing up and get under there good so you guys can check it out. But yeah, future plans, better steering, 820 swap eventually. Basically, maybe probably put a front bumper on it and put a rear bumper on it. But keep it pretty simple. Just let it be what it is, something fun to kind of cruise and beat around on. Like I say, top speed now is probably 20, maybe 25. It feels like it's faster than that, but it's definitely not. It's just because the steering's so sketchy. But yeah, a little bit wider, and front and rear to make it a hair more stable, and better transmission, and then just have a good rally type machine. Well, the other part of this update is what you can see in the background here in my garage. So you might have seen it in some of the other videos. I kind of forget what I've taken videos and what I haven't, but this was all just an old pole barn. The metal had been torn off in a high windstorm at some point and put back on. It was all real beat up. So I got new metal for it. I'm adding studs to it so that I can insulate it. Then I'll put interior walls in it and get concrete poured. It's going to be a real nice shop, but that's why I haven't done much with the mower, guys. I'm sorry, I've been real bad on edited videos too. I got a video or two besides this one for you. One of a romp and one of a 4x4 ride. But I just haven't had time. Every spare second I get, I'm out here trying to get this done. I'm really trying to get it done before winter. But I'm going to try to do a little better on keeping you guys updated. Once again, thanks for subscribing to the channel. And if you liked it, give me the thumbs up. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you.